Hey, good morning, everybody. Had a good night's sleep. I didn't get a chance to show you to video my campsite last night because I got here, like, it was literally getting dark. I had to scramble to set up camp. But check it out. I don't know if you can see, there's the biggest suspension bridge on the trail is right over there. Maybe try to zoom in here. I'll be crossing that here a little bit when I leave. I was able to sleep to this stream over here, going over the rapid rocks there. That made sounds amazing. Anyway, here's Lake Jacassie, a finger of it. It's a pretty big lake, but this is a finger. I mean, this stream feeds into the lake, but also the one underneath the bridge over there is the main one. That's Toxaway River, I believe. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me, maybe. Feeds into Lake Jacassie, so really beautiful campsite here. It was worth the 14 miles to get here. Oh, for breakfast I'm having some cheese sticks, chocolate, almond butter packet. I also had a little packet of oatmeal just now. Oh, and coffee. Oh, it's the best. Hot coffee. From what I read, the sections yesterday I went up were the hardest in this whole trail. So the next point I can get picked up. I want to tell you about the trail angel too. He's helped me out so much this week. And he's going to help me out again to pick me up. But anyway, I have about 16 miles to go to where the next pickup spot is. So I'm like out in the wilderness right now. I mean, there are no roads around here. I came 14 miles this way, maybe 15. My watch tapped out at 12 miles yesterday, so I think I came to another couple miles, at least more than that. But I think 16 miles is the next pickup point to where Jim Taz Simpson, my trail angel. Those of you that don't know, a trail angel is somebody that lives in the area of a trail, like this one. And he just helps hikers out. He's just a cool dude. There's several of them, I mean, in this area, but if you read about the Appalachian Trail, it's like the 2,000 mile trail from Georgia to Maine. People actually through hike over 2,200 miles. Can you believe that? Don't worry, I'm never doing that, ever. I'm just dipping my toes in these 2 or 3 nighters. This is actually gonna be a 5-nighter if I stick it through, but honestly, I may have Taz pick me up at the 16 mile mark. That'll put me through like 30, 32 miles over 3 nights, or actually 2 nights, 3 days, 2 nights. I think that would be a pretty good accomplishment for me. I'm not gonna knock out 16 miles a day. I mean, I do want to camp one more night. I'm gonna go about 10, 12 miles a day. Kind of go to a slower pace. You know, I was in a big rush yesterday because I wanted this campsite. By the way, you saw the video earlier, but a minute ago, but the lake's behind me, my tent. I'm looking over at the suspension bridge. I want to walk across here in a little bit. There's this stream behind me. Such a freaking awesome campsite. I'm so glad I walked to it. But I'm going to camp one more night at least. I'm going to camp 10, 12 miles from here. That'll give me about, I don't know, 4 to 6 miles to where Taz can pick me up if I need him to. Also, what Taz did for me, my food is in this bear canister. In bear country, by the way, bears aren't after people. They have no interest in people. That's why I'm not scared. I mean, you don't have to worry about me and bears. But anyway, there's 2 ways to protect your food. All they're interested is in your food. And if you're careful, I mean, very diligent, military careful with your food, bears won't bother you in your campsite. But there's 2 things you can do. You can hang a bear bag. I've never hung a bear bag. People do it, I guess, all the time. But I've also read that there are a lot of really bad bear hangs. People don't know how to do it right. And bears get your food anyway, because they can climb trees. They can crawl out on limbs. You have to pick a kind of a smaller limb where a bear can't crawl out on. But anyway, I didn't want to mess with all that, so I bought a bear canister. That's the other option. It's a bear-proof container. It's not smell proof. They can smell through it. By the way, bears have like amazing sense of smell. They're like 7 or 8 times better than a dog. I don't know how many 10,000s of times better than a human. It's ridiculous. But they can smell a whiff of food like a mile away downwind. Or just anything like the little seeping out of this container they can smell. But what you do is you put your food and it locks, you know, so a bear can't open it. They can't chew through it. It's thick plastic. What they'll do is they'll mess with it for about 20 minutes and realize it's not worth their energy, and they'll move on. So I put my bear canister downwind. You're supposed to put it downwind. That way the wind's blowing the smell that way, not towards your camp. If it's coming towards your camp, a bear down that way, well, hey, where's that smell coming from? He'll come right into your camp. But so I have 3 days worth of food in this one, and then 2 days worth waiting on me in 16 miles. So Jim, Taz, Simpson, my trail angel, you're awesome, man. By the way, he goes by Taz. That's his trail name. Those of you that aren't familiar with this hiking community, you know, you have your real name, but obviously, but people don't go by their real names out here. They have like a nickname, like a trail name. It can be something trail related, camping related, or hell, anything not even related to hiking. It could be something that you're into, like movie characters, or you know, maybe even your own personal nickname if you have one. But I haven't come to the point where I think I need a trail name. I'm not out here enough for that. But I don't know. Maybe it'd be cool to have one. I kind of feel kind of weird about picking out a trail name though. It's kind of like picking out your own nickname. That's not cool. But I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, you know, comment down below. People that know me anyway, what would be a good trail name for me? Anyway, I'm gonna clean up camp. I'll get back with you when I cross this bridge here later. I got 1 bottle of stream water. I drank directly through the filter. Then I filtered the stream water in this one. Put my tablets in, they're still dissolving. And I'll drink straight out of that bottle. I usually start with that one, empty it first, then I'll kind of drink this one as the backup. And then yeah, it's cool. Oh, by the way, that's a can of bear spray. I have it on me just for peace of mind, but Taz told me that I absolutely will not need that out here. He said the bears out here are like, they're so afraid of humans, they just run from you. I asked him, I said, so what do you do? What do I do if I come across a bear? He's just like, say boo, and they'll run up in the hills. I mean, there are precautions. I mean, obviously, like I told you before, keep your food at camp in a bear container or in a bag. But if you're also out on the trail, you know, I mean, there's always protection. Like if you see a bear with cubs, I mean, that's a different story. You know, you just kind of back away and get out of their ground, let them pass. But anyway, I haven't seen any bears the entire 14 miles. I didn't see any, didn't hear any. And Taz told me that I'd be lucky if I saw one the entire trip. So here's the biggest suspension bridge on the entire trail. It's right by the campsite. I'm just now leaving. It is the Toxaway River, which feeds into Lake Jacassie Lake, whatever it's called. It's really bouncy. It's awesome. That's pretty. It's the widest river I've seen so far. I'm glad there's a bridge over it. Here's the lake. My campsite is right over there. Basically directly underneath the sunbeam right there. You can't see it. I got about 12 miles to go today. The toughest part is coming up right off the bat. I go uphill about a mile, maybe a mile and a half. But after that, it starts going downhill and levels off for most of the day. So get the heart pumping early. Here we go. Well, I went up some steps and we went up a little further, but it wasn't like giant because we came back down. I've been walking along the lake here for a while.
pretty morning. Lesson learned, kids. Make sure you secure your water bottle to your pack very well. Whew. I made it about 3/4 of a mile from camp. It wasn't that far before I went to stop to get a drink of water. It's like, crap, man, maybe I left it at camp. So I went all the way back to camp. There's the bridge right there. And I can't believe I walked past this. This is like right on the steps. And I didn't see it because I was walking up these roots. My eyes were squarely on these roots over here, but I cannot believe my peripheral didn't see that. Anyway, I'm glad I found it. I'll be a hell of a lot more careful with that now. What happened was I didn't have that top strap around it. I just had it barely in that net down there. Man, that was crazy. Never again. People call this the water slide. I'll zoom in. It'll be hard to tell in this video, but that goes all the way down, just over rock and moss. There's a good shot. They call it the water slide. There's all the way down this mountain, or at least part of it. I'll pass on the water slide sports today, though. Hey, look, White Blaze. Keep going. Cruising the ridgetop. But I got about 14 miles to go to where my next food drop is. I'm gonna make it about halfway today because it's gonna be getting dark here in about, I don't know, I want to be at camp in 4 hours. Gets dark at about 5:30, 5. Then I'll do the remaining 5 or 6 miles tomorrow to my food drop. And I'm probably gonna call my trail angel, Taz, to just come and get me and take me back to my car. I figure I'll get 32 miles in, and I'll be damn proud of that, that's for sure. So pretty out here. So, at the very bottom of this little canyon type thing, would be a perfect spot for lunch. Nice and cool down here. Little stream coming through here. Got my bacon sandwich today, baby. 2 wraps. Here's another part of the stream coming at us. Nice water source right here. I'll refill. It's a good day. I'm not making nowhere nearly as far today, but I'm just taking my time today. Wherever I end up, and I'll have a big day tomorrow to finish off. It probably won't be that bad. But I'm gonna finish off and call my trail helper to pick me up. Good old Taz. Time beat. Man, these up and downs are just endless. I mean, going up, your glutes are on fire. Going down, your quads are on fire. And trekking poles are your best friend. They're very crucial in going down hills and up hills. They kind of help you with a little boost. They keep your balance. You going downhill, you put them in front of you to kind of like, it's almost like you have front legs. Kind of keeps you from, slipping down. And going up, it's kind of like you're skiing, Kind of gives you a boost. You're using your upper body as well as your legs because it helps your legs out. It's not leg day, it's leg week. On the way back down this mountain, got about a mile or so to go, maybe a mile and a half tops. Just downhill. I'm gonna camp at the bottom for the night. It's by a stream. Hey, look, another random suspension bridge. So check this out. There's a down pine tree, like right on the path. That's where I came from. This happens. I mean, there are blowdowns everywhere. I haven't seen too many there. They do a good job of cleaning up. Yeah, so I just walked through that. Can't see the worst of it around the corner there. And he's cleaned up bad. Anyway, I can see the river down there. Not sure if you can. So I just crossed this river. I was gonna camp here, but went down those steps and I saw a bear. It's pretty awesome. He didn't like notice me. I don't think he was in the bushes. But I'm not about to start cooking food here with the bear right across that bridge. Kind of screws up my plans, but I'm gonna keep going up this hill a bit. The next official campsite isn't for 2 miles, so I can't make it that far unless I like a dark hike. But anyway, I'm gonna keep moving. So check it out. I'm night hiking. That bear back there, I think it was actually running from me because I never saw it till I was on the bridge. And then I had this like tumbling, like something just tumbling through the bushes, like really big, and I think it's gotta be a bear. I turned around and I saw it. I mean, I was halfway across the bridge. It wasn't right beside me, but I got across the bridge and he was still shaking in the bushes over there. Like, shit, I cannot set up camp here. And anyway, I kept going and went up some steps till it got to a trail. On the trail, I saw some smudges, like fresh smudges, like coming off a muddy hill, kind of like another bear was coming down, or recently came down. Might have been that same bear. Came from that side and crossed the bridge. I don't know. Tonight, I made it to my camp. It is completely dark. See the moon up there. It's ironic that I'm camping at Bearcamp Creek when I left my former site because of a bear.